Board one that you played this evening. We're going to talk about the four hands that you played tonight. They're all about declare a play and the best line of trying to make your contract. Now, some people that I watched made board one. I suspect quite a lot of people made board one, but I don't think anybody found the optimum line. I think they rather assumed that when the diamond came back at trick two, that both diamond honors were going to be wrong. Well, they were wrong, but they needn't necessarily have been. But why did we insist on a diamond return at trick two? Well, let's have a look. The contract was going to be four hearts played by North, so I will just bid four hearts. There's no opposition bidding. And we got the lead of the 10 of spades. Now just imagine, first of all, that West plays something other than a diamond. All right. Let's say he plays a trump, for example, just to make it very easy. Well, now what we can do, we can ruff the spade, and draw a second trump. That's all the trumps gone. And now a diamond to 10, end plays east, and it's a pretty primitive end play. He can win that with the jack, but if he plays a spade back, that's a rough and discard, and we'll get rid of the club loser and he'll make another diamond, but that will be it. If he plays a club back, that'll go into the ace queen, and from then on he'll just make a diamond. And if he plays a diamond back, well, he won't make a diamond trick at all, but he will make a club. All right, so very primitive end play, which is why we insisted that West played the club back at trick two. We're going to go back.
Diamond back.
A diamond back at trick two, yes, absolutely, sorry. We'll go back to the beginning, because now that end play won't work. Right, here we go, there's the ace of spades. And he does switch to a diamond. But bear in mind that he might have the king or the jack. He might be trying to get declarer to make a decision straight away. All right. So what can we do about that? Well, we can play the ace and hopefully find something else, but we need a plan. And our extra chance here comes from the club suit. Even if the club finesse is wrong, there's a chance, because the clubs are very likely to be 4-3, there's a chance that the person who has 3 has the 10. And if that's the case, then we can get 2 discards on which we can throw 2 diamonds. So what we're going to do, we're going to win the diamond. And now we're going to ruff the spade. It must be safe to do that. Ruff it high if we like. And now we'll draw 2 trumps ending in dummy. And we're not going to play a diamond, we're going to play a club. Okay, so the queen loses to the king. Now East definitely does not want to play a diamond back, and he doesn't really want to play a spade back. That will give him a rough and discard, and he knows that. So his safe exit is a club. Oh, sorry. But now when we cross the dummy with a heart, 10 of clubs falls, and the 9 gives us our other trick, and all they can make would be the diamond. And of course, if they didn't happen, then we would have to hope that one of the diamonds was going to be right. We haven't lost any of those chances. Now, those that played for the same type of end play, assuming that the King Jack of Diamonds were wrong, well, they were successful, but they would not have been successful if West had the King of Diamonds, and when he played a second diamond from dummy, Jeff said, well, he'll go up with the king. I'm like, no, he won't. I wouldn't. Give declarer a guess. If he guesses wrong, then East wins the jack, puts his partner in with the king, and then waits for his club trick. Right. So we're going to claim that now as making. Put this over here. Okay. I can go through that again if you want me to.
Yes, please. The club side.
Okay, well, let me put it back to the table. Here we go.
I love that. I would never have seen that.
Okay, I want you to imagine that West has got the King of Diamonds. So the spade, we're going to get 4 hearts again.
Right, yeah.
The club play gives us an extra chance that the 10 may drop in 3 rounds, or indeed, of course, the club finesse might work anyway. All right, so we got the lead of the spade, and this is how some people played it. Ace, and 4 diamonds came back, up with the ace, and now we're off the spade. Not necessarily in this order, but this was effectively the way people played it. Now we'll draw 2 trumps ending in dummy. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I'll put the 10 on. There we go. And now they played a diamond. 10 in. And West won with the jack. Now West can cash, East rather. East can cash the King of Diamonds if he wishes. But after that, he's end played. He's got to give a rough and discard with a spade, or he's got to play a club into the king. But let's go back one trick. Right, when he wins S-Jack, just imagine that West, after all, has got the King of Diamonds, and East has the 9. So now we get this diamond, and West wins this trick and plays a club. Right, now I can't show you that because I can't give West the lead, but if he did, North would still have to lose a club, and he would go 1 down. So taking the club finesse is a better line, a safer line, than relying on both the King Jack of Diamonds being right. I suspect most of you thought this is a problem. They're both going to be wrong. Yes, you're right, but you needn't have been. Okay. Do we have any questions or comments on board 1? We're going to claim this one as a one-off now, just to.
The main worry, playing ace of diamonds, you were worried that the diamond that was put through was a singleton, yes?
Well, it's unlikely, but what you were aiming for, I think, Jeff, as indeed you were aiming for, was an end play against these. I think it's unlikely to be a singleton. If it's a singleton, then you may be going off anyway. But it doesn't. Once you've gone up with the ace, which I'm sure is right, and drawn the trumps, now there's no problem now about it being a singleton because they haven't got any trumps to ruff with. But bearing in mind there's only got 3 trumps, you're expecting West to have at least 10 cards in the black suits, and that hasn't been suggested by the bidding, I don't think, because he's going to have 2 hearts probably at most, and only 1 diamond. Then he's going to have at least 5/5 in the black suits, isn't he? Anybody else? Any other questions or comments? We do love to have your questions. Please send them to the table or unmute yourself and ask me, just so that everybody knows what the question is. Okay, we will move on to board 2, he says. Export this to the table. Now, this is a competitive auction, so we'll give the auction. It's passed from East and 1 club from South. Double from West. Passed from North. One diamond from east. Pass. One no trump. Pass. Now one no trump in this position. Too strong to overcall a no trump. So this would be somewhere 15, 17, 18, something like that for the one no trump rebid. So east says, well, if you've got that, I think we've got enough to go to 3. So 3 no trumps. Okay, the lead is a jack of spades. We can put the queen on, but the bidding has told us that South has got all the points that we can't see. Now that jack of spades is gone, what can North have? He can't have another king. He can't have a queen. You can see them all. He might have another jack, I suppose. Might have the jack of clubs, but apart from that, South has got all the remaining high cards. He's certainly got the king of spades, the ace of hearts, and the king of clubs, and the king of diamonds. So we're going to, where are we looking for our tricks? Well, we're going to duck this spade, obviously. We'll hope either they're 4-4 or that North has got 5. Either way, we're going to duck. And the suggestion is that he's got at least 5. We can throw a club from dummy. Now, what's going to happen? Can we get to dummy? Well, not directly, we can't. We can, South can suit himself whether he gets to dummy or not. I noticed some people thought about leading the jack of diamonds. Well, the jack of diamonds, if South takes it, your problems are over because now you've got all these 4 diamond tricks and you know the club finesse is going to work with 6 and you've made a spade and you're going to make at least 2 heart tricks, probably 3. So leading the jack of diamonds would be fine if South took it. If you lead a small one next and now South takes it and plays a diamond back, you can never get to dummy. So playing the jack of diamonds or a little diamond at this point is not going to work. Yes, you can make 3 diamonds that way because if South ducks it, you can finesse on the way back, but that won't be enough. All right, but we can do things a different way. What we can do is we can play a heart. I know some people tried leading the 10 of hearts to create an entry with the king of hearts, and South wasn't having it. It wasn't necessary. South takes it and plays a heart back. That doesn't give declarer anything he didn't have already. Right? But now we can continue taking the hearts. And another one. But now we can lead the jack of diamonds and overtake it with the queen. And now what is South to do? If he takes this king, he's only got clubs left. Declarer will take the finesse and the rest of the diamonds are good. But if Declarer ducks it, well, Declarer's already got 4 tricks. He can play the 10 of diamonds. And now if South doesn't cover it, he stays in dummy. And if he does cover it, then the rest of the diamonds are good. So South has to duck this one too. And now we take the club finesse. And we have our 9 tricks. So this play in diamonds had to be left until later when South had no answer. If he covers it, Declarer's got all the diamond tricks. If he doesn't cover it, Declarer can now make 3 diamond tricks, but that's all he needs because he's made 3 heart tricks and a spade is 4. He's going to make 2 club tricks because he knows the finesse is going to work. And he's now also going to make 3 diamond tricks. let's claim that one. Do we have any questions or comments on board 2? How many people got that right? Do we know?
My
No, one
partner
person
did.
made it. Sorry?
My partner did.
Your partner got it right?
Right, yes.
There we go. Good for your partner. Who was your partner, Glynis?
I was playing with Imp Tiger.
Home Tiger. Oh, well done. Well done to Home Tiger. Yeah, very well done. Okay. Anybody else got any questions or comments? Right. On to board 3. Now, to be honest, when Alan first showed me these hands, I thought, this was too easy, Alan. I don't know how many people got it right, but the person I was watching didn't get it right. Let's have a look and see what you think. Again, it's a competitive auction, so we'll give you the whole auction. 1 heart from south, 1 spade over core, 2 clubs from north, 2 spades from east, 3 clubs from south, because he expects his partner to have 5 on these. Well, it's not what I would bid, I must confess, Sanya, but we're given the auction what it is. I would have been making an unassuming cubit. Partner, I got a good raise in hearts. Yes, that's certainly what I would be doing. But there you go. I think these hands that Alan has been using and investigating originated somewhere in the 1950s, when bidding was a little on the more primitive side. It doesn't matter. North now bids 3 hearts. I'm firmly of the opinion that if you have a fit in a major with partners, you show it straight away. That's my opinion. I don't go in for delayed game raises. Splinters and Jacoby and those type of bids show the fit that you've got. All right. Okay. Now, West has shown spades and East has kept quiet. But he bid 2 spades, so he's got something in spades, but he hasn't got much in the way of values. What have we got? Well, we're going to get the lead of the Jack of Diamonds. And here it's immediately obvious that we're going to lose a club unless we by some miracle someone's got Queen Jack Doubleton, in which case the problem's trivial. We're going to lose at least 1 diamond, that's 2. And if we let East get the lead, we're almost certainly going to lose 2 spade tricks. So the whole point about this hand is not letting East have the lead. So we can cover that Jack with the Queen if we want to, all right, but we're not going to put the ace, and we're not going to put the ace on if it gets covered. But then what will happen? East will play a spade through. So that won't work. We can't put that Queen on.
No.
We can't afford to lose the lead to East. So we're not going to take the chance the King might be with West, but we can't afford to take the chance. So we're going to duck this one. Now, of course, East can't overtake that now. He's just setting up a trick for our Queen. And we duck it to stop East getting the lead with another diamond later. West continues with another diamond. I personally would pay the 10, because I think if Declare had the 9, but I would pay the 10. And hopefully now Declare takes that. Now, where's our source of tricks? Well, it's obviously the clubs. But all we need to do is to develop the clubs, is to do so without East getting the lead. So we're going to draw the trumps. Play a small one in case they're 2-2, but they're not. And we'll draw the 3rd round. And now all we need to do now is to play a club to the 10. If East actually puts the jack in, well, now we'll play the king. And when we play the 10, the queen drops. That makes it very easy for us. So, of course, he doesn't. But we put the 10 in. Now, provided the suit has broken reasonably, there is no way that East can get the lead quick enough. All West can do now, he can play another diamond, dummy will rough it, and we'll cash 4 clubs and throw our spades away. So we'll continue the play. So well, let's say he exits with the diamond. Not going to help him to play the club instead. Club to the king. And our 2 spade losers will disappear, and we will finish up with well-deserved overtrick. So it really wasn't that difficult a problem. It was just a matter of an avoidance play, making sure that we develop the clubs without letting East in. I thought that was quite easy. And do we know how many got it right, Sanya? No? Maybe not. Okay. But I'm sure the player I was watching who got it wrong was probably kicking himself around about now, or herself, whichever the case may be. Okay, do we have any questions or comments on board 3? Jeff's looking learned, isn't he? Look at that.
Yeah, I was going to say West should cash the ace of spades when they win the queen of clubs.
Yeah, to avoid the overtrick. I agree.
They can see that solid club suit. They must know the kings with declare it.
I agree, but not everybody does, Jeff. But yes, should hold it. Should hold it. Okay, we'll move on to last board 4. Oh, didn't look. Sanya says it's not that easy. Well, as these problems go, Sanya, I think it's one of the easier ones. But what does Pat think? Does Pat think it's one of the easier ones? Pat wasn't playing it, so. You were busy saving. All right, Pat, no problem. Here's board 4, and now we don't have a competitive auction. We get, after 2 passes, East opens no trump. This is a strong no trump, of course, and West bids 3 no trumps. Okay, and we got the lead of a low club. 6, I should imagine. Yep, 6 clubs. To the king. And 1 East got this for reasons I'm really not sure about, because you've got a definite club stop again, and you can, if you take it, you may only still finish up with 1 club trip, but the suit is still guarded. I couldn't see the rationale behind ducking it. The club's going to come back, and then if we do lose another trick now, then they're going to make an awful lot of clubs. So I think the right thing to do is to take the ace of clubs. And now, what are we going to do now? What have we got? Well, we've got 1 club trick, another club if we give them 1. 1 heart trick is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, we got a 2nd club trick anyway, even if we lose a diamond. And the opposition can't cash enough hearts. If they play a spade, we can knock the club out ourselves. So this really is about the diamonds. We need to be able to make at least 4 diamonds. And that's the critical thing, at least 4 diamonds. And we can make certain of that by simply running the 10. Play the 10 of diamonds. Now, if that loses to the jack, well, the suit will have broken, and we've got 4 more diamond tricks. 4 more diamond tricks. 1 heart is 5, 2 spades is 7, and 2 clubs is 9. So we're definitely going to make at least 9. This gives us the best chance too of making an overtrip, because of course those diamonds may have been breaking badly the other way. And then if South has got 4 of them and we don't do that, we play the ace, king, queen, and South has still got the jack, and then we'll go on. So this is a safety play, if you like. We're guaranteeing our contract. Right, so North plays a club back. And if you played a heart, it wouldn't matter. We'd let it go to South, and then South would be end played. He couldn't play another heart, he couldn't play a spade, all he could play would be a club. So either way, we're going to make the extra club trick. Maybe South will play a club here, hoping. But what have we got now? We've taken 2 tricks, we've got 4 more diamond tricks, is 6, and we've got 2 spades, is 8, and the ace of hearts is 9. So we can still claim our 9 tricks. If North has switched to a heart, then we might well have finished up with 10 tricks. Depends what South did next. Okay, so that's board 4. Do we have any questions or comments on board 4? I think most of you recognise the necessity of running the 10 of diamonds. You didn't care if it lost, because that would guarantee that you've got 4 diamond tricks, except the person who ducked the second club, ducked the first club rather, because now he only had 1 club trick, but he was still all right as it happened. The opposition didn't do anything that could hurt him.